Welcome to my week 9 update with Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. Little preview for this last week. Had another trip around the sun. Celebrated it with 2 of my favorites and the joy of family. This is what we call in our family birthday week. And it was a big week for me. I actually turned 50. This is not how I expected to be at my 50th birthday. If you watched any of my other videos, I've told you I've always done endurance sports, running, cycling, triathlon. And so to be physically impaired was somewhat unexpected. But it's also birthday week because my 2 youngest kids also have birthdays right after me. Literally the next day, my youngest has a birthday, and the day after, my second youngest has a birthday. It's also the same week as Mother's Day, and a week before that is my anniversary. So shout out to my lovely wife as well as my lovely young kids. Because of birthday week, we had some activities. I saw a movie, the Minecraft movie, which is both dumb and hilarious, depending on your sense of humor. We went to a Nickelcade, which is just a cheap video game place, on my youngest daughter's birthday. And so we spent a couple hours playing video games. I did okay there. Then I had a really good test on the third day, my second youngest's birthday, where we went to a fun center and did go-karts, bowling, miniature golf, and laser tag. Originally, I thought I'd just take it chill, but as I got there, I said, oh, let's give it a shot. And did go-karts 3 times, bowling, laser tag, and it was okay. So that was cool. Like I was able to do some of those activities that require a level of balance or, focus, like with the cards. And I'm really happy because I was able to do it and enjoy the fun. And that was really great. Some other good news. I saw my ophthalmologist as a 2-week checkup, and the eye is doing better. He says it's looking better. We put a punctal plug. If you saw my video from week 7, we put a punctal plug in the tear duct. It's definitely kept the eye moist, and he says it's looking better. I'll go back in another 2 weeks. We'll check in and make sure it's continuing to progress. Like I said before, I usually wear a moisture chamber almost the whole time, but it's kind of weird, so I'm not going to wear it in the videos. I also was able to mow and fertilize the lawn this week. So again, doing something that's a little bit physical was awesome. Other good news is I was able to catch up with one of my longest time friends. Shout out to Derek, who I've known since 2nd grade. We were friends in elementary school and high school, roommates in college, and stayed in touch. And he was in town. We were able to catch up, and that was awesome. Only bad news was my stomach, like I talked about in last week's update, has been bothering me. So I just decided I need to get off all the supplements I'm on. I actually went to ChatGPT and I put all the supplements that I've been on and said, do any of these cause stomach issues? And it was like half of them were. So I was like, I'm just going to go off. We're going to eat crap for a couple of days with the birthday. So lots of ice cream and candy and garbage. And my stomach has normalized. So I'll probably ease back into some of those supplements. Status quo. Still can't hear. Still got tinnitus. Done some acupuncture. Balance is still not 100%. But as I said, I was able to do some things that definitely I didn't think I'd be able to do a couple of weeks ago. And fatigue is still an issue. I still have to manage my energy. I didn't have any burnout days this week, but I just have to be careful. Let's do a palsy check. All right, let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're going to raise the eyebrow. Nope. Close the eyes. Can't close it. Can't close it. Flare the nostrils. Nope. Smile. Whistle. Yeah. I would say I am still 100% paralyzed in the right side of my face. Still crossing my fingers. Some of the people on this Ramsey Hunt support group on Facebook have said it took a month before they got movement. So still crossing my fingers. I'm going to keep it. So let's talk emotions. I was kind of sad when I hit my birthday. I like to do something big on big birthdays. When I was 40, I did a half Ironman. When I was 30, I went skydiving. And I was a little bit sad because I couldn't do anything big this year. The race I'm facing is trying to get through this. But as we had the birthdays of my 2 youngest kids, the sadness turned into joy because it's just fun. And honestly, that's what matters. It also ended up that I was able to connect with my longtime friend, Derek. And I love that guy. He's a brother to me. Friends and family are amazing. Family is a gift. I love my wife. She's a wonderful person. She does so much to bring goodness into my life. I love my kids. I've got 5 kids, only 2 at home right now. 3 are graduated from high school and doing all sorts of different things, and was able to celebrate with almost all of them. One is out of the country on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We miss her dearly. She's wonderful. Our 2 oldest celebrated with us, including my daughter-in-law as well. She's wonderful. And then we got to play with my 2 little buddies. And what a gift. Like, I feel like God's blessed me by not only giving me my 2 youngest in my life, but also putting their birthdays right next to mine. Families are tricky. They're not always perfect, but they can be a source of great joy. I'm blessed with some good family, and it's a great joy in my life. So this is a short update. Next week, I got a lot more to talk about. I'll be starting vestibular therapy. I'll be going to a new ear, nose, throat doctor, and I hope to get back to the gym for the first time. So tune in, subscribe to the channel so you can know when I drop new videos. Like the video if you found it to be helpful. Ask me a question in the comments, and I'll see you next week.